Hello and welcome to Screen Source Junior. I keep forgetting that, and I say Junior because this is just the trailer segment of our show. Normally, though, we do hour and a half to 2 hour show where we do...
We're talkative.
Yeah, more trailer stuff, more movie reviews, news, all the above. My name is Dylan.
Fernando.
Blacksmith.
Jessica.
Melissa.
And we are here to watch To All the Boys I've Loved Before trailer that just dropped recently, a new Netflix original. So let's go ahead and get that one up and going, and we will tell you how we feel after that.
Okay.
Lara Jean.
Lara Jean,
wake up! Are you okay?
What happened?
You fainted.
Okay, let me start over.
My name is Lara Jean. I was used to being invisible. No one was paying attention to what I was doing. I write a letter when I have a crush so intense
Hey, she's a
that
lefty.
I don't know what else to do. There are 5 total. Peter with the beautiful eyes, Kenny from camp, Lucas from homecoming, John Ambrose from Model UN, and Josh, the boy next door.
What are you doing? Nothing?
Nobody else knows about them. Can you maybe just admit that some part of you doesn't want everything in your life to be a fantasy? You've got to get out there and show people who you really are.
Lara Jean, welcome to my party.
Just don't play yourself, okay?
Let's do this.
Hey, can I talk to you?
Me?
Yeah. Look, I appreciate it, but it's never gonna happen.
I'm sorry, what?
I think it's really cool that you think I have golden specks in my eyes. It's just, whoa.
Oh my god. The letters are out.
Oh my god, that's so traumatizing for me because
Holy shit.
guys, I've had this happen before. So in high school, my friends and I used to pass around a notebook and write letters to each other, and they were very, very personal. Like I think I wrote about the first time I shaved my pubes,
Oh my gosh.
and I wrote about in detail about how terrible it was and how I didn't like it and all this stuff. And it got passed around the school. Somehow it got left in a classroom. It got passed around the entire school. And
Fuck.
everyone read about me shaving my pubes for the first time.
Couldn't
I was
you
like
just
14.
said,
I was
"That's
like
my
14.
stand-up
Yeah,
I would have.
Oh yeah, that's not
Yeah.
going to completely ruin.
It was it was humiliating.
It's
And it was had details about some sexual stuff with people, and it was just bad. It was so bad.
It seemed to me like whatever this was the emotional equivalent of revenge porning somebody.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Because whoever did that, it was like maybe she's going to learn some sort of beautiful lesson about herself, but that
Right.
just seems really fucked up.
Yeah.
It was just like, let somebody grow at their own pace.
Right.
Don't
Yeah.
throw them. Yeah.
Exactly.
Freaking traumatize and humiliate
Oh,
them.
yeah.
God.
No, that
Yikes.
made me shrivel inside,
Oh
seeing that, where it was just like, oh, somebody got all your deep, dark shit.
And people in high school, teenagers are assholes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if you've ever known, but they're assholes.
Yeah.
And they wrote comments on all the stuff in that notebook.
man.
Yep.
And they were like, yeah, it itches like a bitch. And just funny. I mean, it was funny.
Yeah.
But now looking
Yeah.
back, I'm like, that's hilarious. But, when in the moment, I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
No, the embarrassment and humiliation would have been,
Yeah.
These 5
Yes.
letters she wrote could have easily just been 5 reasons why. Like the prequel.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds very it sounds like 13 Reasons Why, but less dramatic.
Yeah.
A little bit more funny, but also still relatably terrifying.
unless that's what happens at the end. It's just like, it seems like it's like
And she just kills herself.
romantic comedy and she kills herself at the end.
And then it turns into 13 Reasons Why.
Why did I laugh? Why did we all laugh so hard at that?
Because we have to.
I've been there. It's not fun.
I killed
But
myself
yeah,
once.
I tried.
Oh.
No, I
But
never
you're here
tried.
now.
It's a really, really sad thing, actually, and
Yeah.
terrible, and it's been happening
I
a
know.
lot recently. But
Yeah.
I just think it's like funny to think about like this being a prequel to that show.
Oh God! Oh, how good their lives
Very
were
morbid.
going, and
It's
then
like no,
somebody just ruined their every
Yeah.
aspect of their existence.
yeah.
So this movie's directed by Susan Johnson, and I went through her filmography, and I didn't recognize any of them. I don't think any of us did. So we'll see how this goes. It's based off of a novel of the same name that came out in 2014, which apparently did really well. And even like the amount of views and eyes on this trailer specifically has been
Yeah.
pretty high. The plot, I guess, is that we saw most of it, but she's going to be confronted by each of them one by one.
Oh
And so we get
God.
to see how that kind of digresses.
I don't know.
That- the
My
very
best friend
thought
is
of that.
Asian and she doesn't have any movies, so I'm just. I
That's good.
think
No,
that's the
not
best
good.
way to put that out there as a point.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
it's true that we do
There's
have
not.
a lot of like Asian actresses like in the limelight.
Yeah.
And I just watched an episode of something. Oh, not Handmaid's Tale. Something that was directed by Lucy Liu.
Oh, neat.
And I was like, oh, Luke Cage. An episode
Yeah.
of Luke
Really?
Cage.
Neat.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay,
Absolutely.
this
Nice.
new season.
Yeah.
Nice.
So good.
I didn't
But
know she was directing.
So I think you're right. I think that's a good point that like we don't see a lot of Asian
Yeah. We
We
actresses.
don't.
And I'm
No.
because of that reason, I might give this a chance.
Yeah.
I might be traumatized.
That was the way I felt when we saw the trailer for Crazy Rich Asians as well.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, yeah, this is a vastly underrepresented demographic, you know, and it was just like, yeah, and it was just like let somebody who is not conforming to very conventional norms for series actually get a fucking chance to see, well, or rather a film,
Yeah,
to
movie.
actually get a chance, you know, at the wheel.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, and Crazy Rich Asians, a lot of people have been writing about how it is breaking a lot of molds and that it's all Asian cast and there's not like a lot of tropes about it. And I think it's like somebody said it's the first movie in like 20 years with an all Asian cast out of Hollywood or
Wow.
something like that.
Wow.
And yeah, anyways, so this movie was picked up or optioned by Will Smith and James Lasseter's production company, Overbrook Entertainment. I accidentally said Jamie Lannister last time.
That was still my favorite.
And the only other movie I think I've seen from that production company, I'm assuming is from it, was the one with Jaden Smith,
The Karate Kid?
No.
After Earth.
After Earth,
that's
which
terrible.
was
Oh,
awful.
wow.
Terrible movie.
Okay.
Oh,
Very
God.
bad. I know his dad was a big part of it. I don't know if he directed.
Yeah.
Oh no,
It was an M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night
movie.
Shyamalan directed it. Will Smith produced it, and Jaden was in it.
Man.
Well, this is about as far
So
removed
bad.
from that as you can get.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
so
Yes. So I'm okay with that.
This
Although
looks cute.
Jaden,
I mean, it looks
killing it
cute.
with that music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will watch that.
Yeah, it looks cute.
Yeah.
yeah, it
looks
was
fun.
like I'm not immune to these, you know. So it's just like I might actually give it a watch. Like it's you know, it's just like a lot of these, especially like I assume that was high school, right?
It looks like high school.
Because I was getting that impression, but I can never tell how old these actors are anymore.
That's
Well, the
the thing, though,
boys,
is like
yeah.
they made the people actually look like they're in high school, which I hate when they make people like look like they're they hired a 20-year-old to
Yeah.
play someone in high school.
Right.
And you're
Yeah,
like, really?
they 90210'd it.
Blacksmith felt
I
a little
got-
different.
I thought the guys were either 20
Yeah.
or 11.
Yeah,
Yeah, what was
Dude
that
from
model
Camp.
the MUN guy? Like, he looked very young.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
he
the other
was-
guy was like this, like, studly 22-year-old.
But yeah, like, with all of this, it was like, yeah. So I will just say that one of these fitting into the teen romantic comedy. Yeah, that was like a book I would have passed 1,000 times without giving it a second glance. But it was like the way that they sold it with the trailer. It was like, okay, I am not made of wood.
Right.
You know, it was just like there is.
Or are
yeah.
you?
I like this.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. It looks like you're made of wood. I'm sorry. as I look.
I'll tell you something right now.
Are you
No,
made
it's
of
you.
wood, or are you just happy to see me?
This is welcome to Screen Source Sexy.
Screen Source Junior becomes
Where we
Screen
all
Source
practice
Sexy.
our
Oh, yeah.
sexiest voices.
Yeah. Turn off the
Clearly.
cameras.
Turn the lights down low.
Apparently, the writer did write it based off of like events and things and her relationships in high school. So that's probably why it felt like like kind of real, and Jessica immediately connected with it. Like, oh, this kind of happened to me in some form or some sense. I think it popped up like it was doing like the trailer was going along with the music, which we're not new to. I thought it was kind of nice, but then it started throwing the words up on the screen, and it said "Give love a chance," and those aren't words together that generally make me want to see a movie. Maybe I'm just not the demographic for it. That's probably what it is. So I'm not sure how if this movie's for me.
I wouldn't spend money at a theater, but it's on Netflix, so
Yeah.
Have it on in the background, bathroom. I don't know why bathroom. Yeah.
Watch
no
it
one
on
can
your
hear most
phone.
weird.
wherever my phone is.
Yeah.
Was that on screen or off screen? I can't.
I
That was
don't
off
Oh
screen.
shit!
You are now the villain of this episode of her life.
All right. Anything
You
else?
told everybody. Now I'm not going to be able to pee for another 22 years.
Oh my god.
All over the internet. All over the internet. Does anybody else have anything else to add, or should we wrap up?
I'm feeling good where we are right now.
Cool. All right. Thank you for tuning in to Screen Source here on youtube.com/Color Circuit. Make sure to like, share, follow, subscribe. I don't think follow happens on YouTube, but it does happen on our Twitch channel. Look at that segue, twitch.tv/Color Circuit Live, where we're live almost every day of the week, I think, except for Monday. More video, film, comedy related things. Yeah, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
And again, I say again, even though I did this last time, facebook.com/Color Circuit Live, Instagram at color.circuit.live, Twitter at CLR Circuit Live. Let's give it up for our producer. Thank you very much, Janae. And we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Cool.
Yeah, actually, this was not.